Alright, starting the recording. Welcome to Atomic Society. I'm gonna go ahead and delete my old save game. Cool. They already deleted it for me. This is now in 1.0, which is cool. Difficulty. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and make our little dude here. We're gonna give him a beard. Shirt. Actually, kind of like the red one. Be a white guy. Cause I'm a white guy. With those pants. Cool. Just a cool dude with a beard. Abraham Sanders, it's fine. Protestant, probably. It's the one that best describes me, I guess. So, yeah. Atomic cultist, that's funny. Buddhist. Church of Jesus Christ. Jainism is actually really cool, though. So, no, we'll go with Protestant, though. We'll be white Anglo-Saxon Protestants in our Atomic Society. I'm gonna go with moderate because I've played the game before, so I'm not quite sure. Yeah. Anyway, 43 is fine. 43 is a decent age. That's all right with me. All right, maps. Complete this map to earn a star. The star rating depends on the difficulty setting. You haven't completed this map. Extended goals. Interesting. So they have like goals now. That's cool. Let's go ahead and start with the. Let's go ahead and start with the wasteland, I think. Activate unlocked gameplay mods. New mods can be unlocked by beating the standard goals on any of the maps above. Oh. Interesting. That's actually really cool. Or we could do random. Let's do random. Yeah. Would I like to enable the bonus Raider story event? It's solved entirely through menu choices. No visible combat takes place, however buildings can be destroyed based on your choices. We suggest disabling it on your first playthrough and enabling it as an extra challenge later. I'm going to go ahead and disable it just because I just want to... basically, I just want to struggle against surviving. Okay. I gotta figure out how to pause time again. Okay, so that's how you pause time. That's how you rotate the camera. So it looks like we are on the tundra map, maybe? Looks like there's just like a big ol' ring, essentially. Okay. It's a decently interesting map. Where are we at? I've lost us. Where are we? I think we're somewhere over here, right? Or our little dudes. Little dudes. Hello, little dudes. Little dudicles. Okay. So here we are right here. Here are little dudicles. Could salvage. We want to turn one of these places into a storage place. These. If I go here. Yeah, there's enough places to loot, I think, around there. Yeah. Although we probably want it down here. We're going to convert this into a storehouse. We're going to help construct it. I'm going to go ahead and play time now. As you can see, where are we at? Oh, we're right there. So all of our dudes will start going over. Alright, after leaving the bunker, you've traveled to a remote area, avoiding the dangerous cities. Most of the survivors have gathered in isolated, safe regions like this. Even as you hiked here, a large group of sick and hungry survivors joined you, curious to see if a bunker dweller had anything to offer. They had little faith in your vision of a new town, but they will work if you provide jobs and shelter. The engineers with you are weary. The people look dangerous, they say. You can tell some of the survivors have grown used to anarchy, and some of them look like they're ready to drop dead from the long hike here. It won't be easy turning them into a community, but no matter the cost, you won't let the people in the bunker be proven right. Society can be rebuilt. The survivors with you say word has already spread across the region. Others will come to see what you have to offer. What kind of town will rise from the ashes? Alright. We shall see. We're in like an ice biome though, so probably not a very prosperous town, but you know what, that's okay. They really made it so that you can really zoom in. Oh my goodness, you can zoom in very far. I actually kind of like that though, you know, because sometimes you want the cinematic shots. Yeah, so our guy moves faster than all the rest of these guys. So these guys will come over and help him build that up, but yeah. I need to convert a ruin into a storehouse first before we can build anything. And then we'll start working on houses and farms and such like that. So they really think that you should build a trade shack pretty early on. That's kind of crazy, man. I normally don't build it for like the longest amount of time. What's the name of our town? Phoenix. And I know it's spelled, I think it's spelled wrong. I don't know. I don't really mind. We're gonna go ahead and salvage basically everything we can there. And then we'll go back to, yeah, we'll go back, salvage it again. We just want basically everything we can get out of these places. We'll do these two first, this pole and this car. I think we can destroy them, but I think we'll leave them there. Just deposit all those, send them to salvage it again. We're basically just going to do it until it's empty, just because we need all the materials we can to build stuff. So, and everything we can get out of that car, I will take. How much stuff does it have? Some weapons, some tools. That's cool. Looks like there's still stuff in here, so might as well take it to there. All the storehouses are full. Does he still have stuff in his inventory? He still has a lot of stuff in his inventory. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pause the game here. We're gonna set up a new first aid tent. So first off, we're gonna need latrines. Yeah. So go ahead and we'll build our first one. How do you rotate it? How do you... Give me 1 second. Let me see about this. Options, controls, panic sensitivity, rotate construction with Q and E. I gotcha. Okay. Latrine. First I'll pause the game. Cancel this. We'll only get some of the building supplies because I didn't want to build it there in the first place. I was trying to pause the game, but we didn't get back any of the things that we needed. That's lovely. Here, we shall build it. Where will our latrine be? Maybe like out here, kind of like in the middle of nowhere. Would be a nice spot for it. Yeah, we'll do that. And then, can you just not build things while you're on pause? That's interesting. Town hall, we need masonry. We have a lot of metal. Can we get the greenhouse? We can't do any of that. Can we build shacks? We can't build shacks either. Gateway? To different parts of town by building gateway entrances. Okay. They simply head for the oldest building, which might be inefficient. Parts of the town might be neglected. Interesting. So they did change that. Scavenger's hut. Storehouse. Can't even build because I don't have enough there. Repair shack. Research center. The unfortunate part is we have a lot of metal and we don't have anything to build it with. So we need lumber and masonry. A guard tower. So let me go ahead and we'll click on our storehouse here. Salvaged metal. So we want masonry, we want lumber. Oh, we can only do one. So I guess we'll focus on lumber then. How many spaces does it have? Salvage tin food, salvage belongings, salvage charge battery. I guess we can get rid of some of the metal. I hate to do it, but like we just need the... Oh, there we go. 34 out of 50. Here, go ahead and deposit all that. Okay. And go ahead and salvage. He's going to get some lumber there, and then I'm going to send him up to this building over here to get masonry. Okay. Oh, hi, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you stopping in. We are playing Atomic Society. We have a lot of people that don't have any houses, and we're trying to help them out in that regard. So we'll go ahead and we'll take that lumber back. How much do we need for a house? 1 lumber and 1 masonry will build us a house. Or we can do 6. 40 rest per stay. But they both have 15 people. So the tenements are better than the shacks, but they both have the same capacity for people. So we'll just go with shacks for now because we don't have enough anything really to do that. Lumber's fine. We're gonna want masonry more than anything though. This stuff is good because it'll help us with our needs, but it's not gonna help us too much with anything else. So they're building a latrine over here. We'll want to get some houses set up, and we'll want to get some production set up. Really, we probably want that production first. We just need masonry for it. Well, so we'll get... let's see. Do collectors take less... They take more metal. It'll take a long time for the tank to fill, but there will be plenty. We'll maybe make one of both. We'll get a greenhouse in, and then try to get a livestock ranch in too. How are you doing, bud? He's not there yet. Okay, there we go. I'd like for him to just take, like, just masonry, honestly. Because we'll need a lot of it. Lumber we can get from this pole down here. You can salvage that for lumber, and you can get some lumber probably from the car. But ideally, he's going to be getting it mostly from that lamppost. It'd be nice if we can get a scavenger's hut too. That'd be nice. Here, give me one moment. Alright, sorry about that. I was having a phone call. The world doesn't know when I'm streaming, apparently. Alright. Okay, let's get a... Actually, let's see. So we'll get a greenhouse in. You know what? It's because it's kind of thematic. I'm gonna put the greenhouse next to the latrine because it's gonna be good for the crops. You know, it's good for the crops. So we're gonna go ahead and deposit the rest of his stuff. We're going to make a dew collector. We'll make it over here. And then deposit the rest of the stuff. And then a water well. We'll need some more lumber. So go ahead and I'm going to help him construct that real quick while the rest of the workers are working on this greenhouse. Yeah, we do have a lot of guys working on that, so that's good. I only have latrines for 50% of people. Okay, so we'll need another one. So I'll need lumber for it. So after we're done building this, I'll send him to go. And I don't need a focus now. I only have 2 spaces. Jeez, what's filling up so much? I guess the metal. We just have a lot of metal. We just need to build things that take a lot of metal, but that's fine. So once he's done with that, which hopefully he will be soon, then we'll send him over to salvage that. Looks like water is more of a need than hunger is right now. Coincidentally, they're okay with the housing quality, which is kind of funny. Like, they're more in need of a bar right now than they are of a house. Maybe they're just like content with being homeless. Maybe that's something that they enjoy. I don't know. It's weird. Okay, so that dew collector is almost done. So once that's done, we'll send him over. We need people to hire at this building. We'll just hire them automatically. That's okay. I don't know the advantage to not hiring someone automatically. That's my question. I don't know if like people have skills in this game yet. It's out of early access, which is cool, but I'm not sure if that was ever a thing that they implemented. I haven't played this game in about 1.5 years, so I'm just going off of what I remember from the last one, the last time I played it. So we're getting mostly lumber. We're getting a little more metal than I would really like, but that's okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and deposit it. Hire automatically. We have plenty of people to work, so we don't need to lock slots or anything yet. Every place can work at full capacity. Because we've got 50 people, and, you know, jobs are at a premium. So we only managed to deposit 1 of that lumber. Are you kidding me? Here, hold on. Game, you're not doing me a favor here. Okay. Now deposit it. Sucks because we're like wasting his stuff there when we're doing that, but that's all right. Okay, so let's make a couple of wells. This will be like our water district over here, I guess. Go ahead and make like 2 wells so that we have decent enough production. And then let's make also as well a 4 workers for maximum output. Oh yeah, and then we need that latrine. Thanks for reminding me. We'll go ahead and just plop that in here where we can. Can't do that. Maybe we'll build it like right here. Okay, and then we'll get another greenhouse in. One thing I wish that it was a little more clear is where you can place things. There's not really a shown place that you can place your buildings. It's not exactly told to you in the most efficient way, which is unfortunate. Let's go ahead and we'll get some shacks in too. We want to put the shacks close to where they work. So anywhere in here would be okay. Yeah, because they'll come here to rest at the end of the day, so we want to have their houses be close to their job. So that when they get up the next day, they can just get up and go straight to work. You know, it's a efficient paradise here. We like people to be as efficient as possible. Don't you dare think about being inefficient. And then once we're done with that, I think we will help them build the rest of this stuff, just because our needs are not quite being met. So go ahead and jump on, especially the water production, food production as well, but we have a decent food place already. So it says an upgrade is available. How do we upgrade that? You need batteries. Interesting. And it'll produce more goods if we add batteries to it. Okay, hire automatically. Go and help build this structure too. Okay, and then after that, we'll go ahead and build the latrines, because that'll be the next most important thing. I think we're actually going to... Oh, I just got an achievement. That's cool. I think we're going to change the day to be like about midday, a little bit less than, just so it's easier for you guys to see. Maybe you're on mobile, so... I know, I only have latrines for 51% of people. Well, that means somebody died, so that's lovely. Which means we're going to need a crematorium soon. Construct crematorium. I do have enough to make it. You know what? That'll also be good for crops. Is there any way we can fit it in here in the middle? I don't think that's actually how this game works. It's just, you know, thematically, I like it. Okay, crematorium. There we go. Automatically. And then latrine next. Yeah, the leader is just so motivated to lead. He's like so much better than everyone else. It's the funniest thing ever. These people build so slowly compared to this one guy. Like, I'll probably be able to build this completely before that guy finishes that. Maybe not, because there is 4 people there. But my point is, builds very fast. Like, they've gotten like 5% and I've gotten 15. That's how fast it is. We'll see. The game might prove me wrong, and I might have this built before they finish, just to laugh in my face. So you can see we have our little valley encampment here. Once these guys are pretty self-sufficient as far as builders and whatnot go, then I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, enforcer, info station, repair house, storehouse, builder's yard. Okay, so we'll want to get one of those too. Scavenger's hut. That'd be nice. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do masonry so that after we've built everything up, then we can go and get some more masonry. We don't have a lot. Oh, for sure. I'm definitely a natural. I have one whole viewer, man. It's fantastic. I almost just timed you out on accident. That would have been kind of funny. Just a little bit. Alright. So you can see we got our poop houses. Our water production is still kind of low, but that's alright. We're going to go salvage for some masonry. That house. Look at our man run. Here, we can actually focus on him. He's got that stride on him. Look at how slowly these guys are all walking. This man's sprinting. Let's talk about the guy speed building, but it doesn't apply to you as well. Yeah, that's true. The leader is just a unit. Look at how fast he's running compared to these guys. These guys are lazy. This game is like the capitalist dream where like the leader does all the work and everyone else is lazy and doesn't do anything. This game would be fantastic to use as training material for one of my managers at work. I won't specify, but they believe that they do all the work in the whole place and everyone else is very lazy, and I feel like this game is analogous to that. He's running. He's running for sure. He's going to this gas station and he's gonna get all the brick. He's going inside. He's getting all the bricks. You can see he's got 3. He has 15 slots right now. You can find backpacks in certain places if you're not looking for anything. Yeah, that is true. He's not going quite hard enough to be that manager, but uh, he's still doing much more than everyone else. Honestly, for no reason. Like if he went just a little bit slower, they would be absolutely fine. Um, I really wouldn't be pressed if he worked a little bit slower, but that's okay. I'm glad that he works as fast as he does. So his inventory is full, so he's going to come back to the house. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck masonry now, because the next time we salvage, I think we'll just want whatever. I want another storehouse. Yeah, crematory workers pick up people in pairs. Storehouse. Okay, and then we need a repair shack as well to repair all this stuff, which is not necessarily a problem right now. But let's see. Info. Yeah, building condition good. Can you name people? People have names. Can I rename them? I don't know. Like this is Thea Andrew. Uh, she's Hindu. Yeah. You can name your leader when you start the game off, and that would be absolutely fantastic. I should probably do that next time. But yeah, we got different people with different ages and stuff. You can kind of like I don't know. You can have like certain preferences. Cool part about this game is you institute a bunch of laws. I can't do it right now because I don't have a town hall, but you'll see it in a moment that I can actually set laws for what should and should not be illegal. Are these people affecting my building placement? So you're telling me when I couldn't build these things earlier, it was just because there was somebody in the way? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait, is that true, or am I just I might be dumb? There we go. We'll put that there. That's fine. Uh, build up that storehouse because they're pretty well building on everything else. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Everyone's out here trying to hinder my development. They don't. Here's the thing. They know if I make more storehouses, they don't have to go to work. Maybe this game is just that manager. It's like the story of that manager. Everybody's just trying to get in the way so that no work gets done. I'll go ahead and get more lumber. I'll let them build that up because we need. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go build up that greenhouse. Our food is a little bit down, which is unfortunate. A canteen can help improve this. Really? What is a canteen? That wasn't in the game the last time I played. Theater, chapel, research center, a gazebo. Definitely got to go with the gazebo. That's the most important thing to build, for sure. Scavenger's hut. Eventually we're going to need a prison center, but we'll want a town hall first. Oh, and we can actually build it. Yeah. Citizens near the town hall are less likely to cause social issues. So, social issues are a big part of this game. For instance, I mean, it's kind of weird to call them issues because some things that come up aren't issues unless you make them issues. Uh, but like for instance, you can make homosexuality illegal if you wanted, or you can make cannibalism encouraged, or whatever. Like one of the cool selling points about this game is you get to like make decisions on those laws, and different parts of your society are affected based on what you end up getting. Let me deposit. His inventory is empty. Oh, because he was helping build. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll loot this car. This car should have like food and stuff in it. But yeah, it's really cool that they're letting you figure out the laws. So like, I don't remember what all of them are off the top of my head, but one that I like to do is I like to make uh, slavery like illegal by death, just because I think. Let's see for sure. Sounds like getting a town hall is pretty important then. Yes, getting a town hall is very important because then you can make laws, and then the ones that benefit you, you can get those sooner. But yeah, slavery is weird because when you have people do work for them, it weirdly makes your people more happy. Like the net gain of happiness is better, but you lose out on production, which sucks. So I make it punishable by death. Like basically, if you put people into slavery for you, you deserve to die. You suck. So that's normally what I do in the first couple of them, as well as make homosexuality like. I don't make it encouraged, I make it accepted though. You could encourage it, and that would lower the rate that people make kids. So it's interesting how the laws kind of play into the mechanics of the game. Like they each have different effects on what practically happens. Okay, cool. So I can enact a new law. So far there's been murder and homosexuality. So murder, we can do. Oh, I think to judge it, we need a. Yeah, so we need a couple of things. Basically, if we want to tolerate or encourage it, we need an information station. If we want prison time or punishment, we need a punishment center or a prison. So, murder. Let's see. Yeah, so killer's claim was for self-defense or for the good of the town, but we'll never know. So we have to make a decision on it, even if we don't have a confident nature about how it's going. So if we do long prison time, it'll moderately decrease how often it occurs, but we'll have career criminals. Like, most people will be intimidated by prison, but some will treat it as a holiday, and will walk out of the prison more determined than ever to break the law. That sucks. Short prison sentence slightly decreases how often it occurs. Murder is something we want not to happen at all. So, basically, if I do execution, the issue is that someone who is innocent and accused might end up being killed, which is so fantastically interesting how analogous it is to society right now. But I don't know. The problem with murder is that if they murder one person, we lose two people. But if they murder 2 people, then we lose 3 people. So that, like, one person can murder 15 people and then keep coming out of prison and murdering more people. Even if somebody is innocent, I feel like my people are needed so that they can do their job. It's a hard decision, but I think I'm going to have to go with execution. That and the fact that they use less resources than someone who is imprisoned, which is terrible. But that's how this works. I made the decision. Oh, I need more lumber. Okay, so we'll go and get more lumber, and then we'll go ahead and we will cast our vote once our punishment center is complete. Also, we can see beliefs. So the majority of our people are pagan. Fight murder with murder. Let's go. Exactly. Exactly. So there's also belief systems in the game, and they primarily show how like how in tune with you people are. Like, people will be happier the more they agree with you. So what you can do is you can either educate people to say, I like what you're doing, but, maybe if you followed my belief system, it would be better for you. You can torture them, or you can exile them. The only people I ever torture or exile are Satanists, just because practically in game, they just commit crime for no reason, and it sucks. I hate it, which is terrible. But basically, the more people believe in your belief system, they will help the enforcers of the town find and convict criminals, which is so insanely like communism. Like, you got like state police, basically, people who agree with you. Yeah, of course we're starting a cult here. Yeah, that's basically exactly what we're doing. The groups below do not respect your right to impose laws yet. Convert them to increase arrests. So, yeah, basically the people who enforce your laws are the people who believe like you do. Otherwise, they won't help you with laws. So, as much as it might be kind of immoral to change people's belief systems, we're trying to found a better society where things that are needed to be judged on are handled. Like, we can't have people allowing murderers to wander the streets because they're atheist instead of Protestant. So if making them Protestant is what helps with making sure they won't report, like, they'll report criminals, then that's what we got to do. I'm not going to do it the hard way, though. Like, I'm not going to torture them. I'll just educate them, and we'll just give them pamphlets, and they'll decide whether or not that's good. Basically, they can too. Sometimes they'll get frustrated with you educating them, and they'll just leave. They'll be like, you know what? I believe in my belief system, and you can't tell me no different, and I'm just gonna leave. And that's cool. I'm glad that happens. People can. This is a terrible game to stream. Like, this is one of those where you can get it taken out of context, like what you're saying, and people will like use it against you. But like, the concept is very cool. I really do like the concept. Like, in a post-apocalyptic society, these discussions would have to happen. So, it's terrible, perhaps, but also kind of cool. And I like the flexibility of your game being able. You can make everybody trans here if you really wanted to, which is very, very funny. Like, you could just encourage being trans, and like everyone would be trans. I'm not quite sure what it does. Here, where's it at? Transgender. Here we go. Oh, I can't see the thing because it hasn't popped up yet. But like, uh, patriotism. Like, some people really want to convert other people, uh, and it makes everybody happier when everybody is the same. But it offends people, and they'll leave town. So like, when patriotism comes, I don't know if I want to, like, they're not gonna get prison time for it. I'm not gonna beat them for being patriotic, but right. These kinds of things had to happen to get to where we are. A game like this can exist. That is true. Like, it's one of those things where it's interesting to think about it, and you have to create your own justification. And I think it helps too that um, I feel like it sponsors positive discussion about these things because it shows that not everything is black and white. It shows that to every issue there's not a right answer or a wrong answer because, for instance, if you kill murderers, you might be killing innocent people. But, it's like people who believe you and agree with you are more willing to work and work enthusiastically and they increase your production, but what's the morality of changing somebody's belief system? Like, I like that there's these discussions in this game. That's what I really enjoy because as somebody who is pretty politically minded, it's interesting to really get down to the nitty gritty and figure out what here is beneficial and what here is a hindrance and what we can tolerate in this society that we're building and what we can't. Either by resource nature or morality or it's cool. It's one of those things where it's like if you have plenty of healthcare, you can allow people to be trans. But if you don't have healthcare, like it'll be tough for people to get the treatment, and that treatment might take away from someone else. So like you want to have people have their personal freedoms, but at the same time, you might be hindering somebody's healthcare for something that is, comfort based. Like I really like that exists in this game because it's one of those things where it's is it resources, is it morality, is it somewhere in the middle? It's very very cool that those things happen. Let's have people not murder sick people, so we'll go ahead and put that near the town center so people are less likely to do it. I like to think about the town center in the same way as like a police station. Like nobody commits crimes around a police station. They know they're begging for it. Super funny. This is dew collector almost ready. Oh, it already proctored. It's not the right word, but it already went off basically. So you can see these things fill up and then they'll fill up this bar right here. So we're actually much lower on food than it looks like because these things aren't about to produce. So we might have an era here where a lot of people die just because we don't have enough to give them. Yeah, because like if you look at all of these wells, they're not even close to producing, and we have a lot there. But that's all right. We still need that punishment center, by the way. Still working on it. I need masonry, metal, and lumber, so I'll probably just send him to the regular house after we get that done. People are going to die from not having enough resources, but that's okay. That's gonna have to be okay. I have to punish people for murder, so it's okay if a couple of people die. It's all right for people to die because we don't have enough resources to feed them. I have to go punish murderers real quick. I do like that. Like the more your people walk, the more they'll create like paths. Like if I ever separated this stuff from like maybe a situation over here, they'd make a path like where they walk back and forth. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So far we've had homosexuality and murder. Homosexuality is fine. Next time I have one, I'll just I need an info station even to tolerate it though. This isn't anything the state should be getting involved with. We've got better things to worry about. It slightly increases how often it occurs in the future because like people aren't very cautious about it. Like they'll be more willing. Um, there's nothing new to worry about if we do this, except the issue will carry on as it is. It's fine. Basically, it won't help the birth rate because people will be more encouraged to act the way that they feel naturally, and they won't want to have sex with women if they don't like women. So, that's fine. And women won't want to have kids every now and again, and that's okay, because that's how people will feel and are comfortable. And honestly, the less mouths we have to feed, the better off we're gonna do. Hate to put it like that. I'd rather state it as, yeah, we're respecting your personal freedoms, but also resources. Just saying. It's cool. You can be gay if you want. Helps out on our resources. I feel like in like a state that would be like very very poor, like if someone was like, "Yeah, we're gay. How do you feel about that?" The government would be like, "I have to spend less money on you." Yes. It's like they'd be so excited that they don't have to pay for your kids' health care. That would be. I feel like that's exactly how they would react to that. They'd be like, "Oh, dude, I don't have to spend more money on you and your family." Heck yeah, absolutely. Super funny. So we see we got a bunch of masonry, a little bit of lumber. This bottled water and the military rations will help bump these up, which is really good. Aha. Okay. So we have grown to the point where we need another latrine. Um, okay, we're gonna go ahead. This will be latrine corner over here. I feel like putting a latrine by a crematorium is probably a pretty good idea. Uh, then one smell would linger with the other one, and I don't really actually. Do bodies smell when they burn? I figured they would. I mean, guess getting cremated is a little bit different because like you're getting burnt at a higher uh, temperature than you normally would otherwise. But so I've got, let's see. Oh, I still need that punishment center. Uh, well, excuse me. I would like to see what I need for it. Metal and lumber. I have plenty of masonry. Wow, that's expensive. Convert people so this building is used more frequently. Yeah. He's going to salvage the ruined car. Is he? Is he doing that? Yeah, yeah, he's doing that. Okay, cool. So we got some metal. Let's hire some doctors. Simon Rongard. Heck yeah. Nathan Hughes. Elena Clove. You guys are fantastic doctors. You actually might be terrible doctors, but I'm just gonna say that you're fantastic. So hopefully you have better, better production. Getting a lot of metal this time. Some more food. That's good. Alright, so he stopped salvaging, so this is empty. Uh, so this will replenish over time. Basically, I guess people will walk by and leave some trash or something in there, and over time you can come back and reloot it. It's good that we have a source of metal and a source of wood, and I guess metal to a certain extent in our town, so that we don't have to worry about going too far for those. Like they'll just replenish and regenerate. But yeah. They're working on the latrine. As long as we have something building at all times, we should be pretty good. We have 4 builders. We could build another station to get more builders, but yeah, we're going to need more of these by far. We're also going to need another house. I found a toolkit which will help me repair structures faster. That's awesome. I greatly enjoy that. So that's what I was talking about when you will get certain items that'll help you with your management. Most of the time it's a backpack, but you get certain stuff like that, like the toolbox and stuff that'll help out as well in that nature. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to pop in a livestock ranch because we are struggling with the food still. And I need something that produces more food. Even if it takes a little bit longer and people die in the meantime, we need something that produces more food. Come on, I want to get the moo cows in. Let me get these moo cows in somewhere. Moo cows. Alright. Cool. Go ahead and help them build the moo cows while I figure out what else we want to build. Punishment center. Okay, cool. So we finally have enough for it. So what does that red mean? Let me go ahead and... I think it's unhappiness. I'm not positive, but that's what I think it is. Yeah, placing this building in a crowded area can drain the morale of citizens who are forced to look at it. Basically, they want people to be punished in private. I mean, it kind of makes sense. You know, it'd be kind of depressing to see a prison all the time and think of all the people who did stuff there and, you know, whatever. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to build it up on top of the hill here. It'll be just like a distant reminder to not break the law. So we'll go ahead and we'll keep that area around it separated out. Constructing the livestock ranch. And then I think next thing we're going to want to look for is a repair shack, which we need lumber for, of course. And then probably want some guard towers eventually. But yeah, repair shack, we'll try and put it in like the middle of the town here. Migrants will find me more attractive. Well, hey, you know what? I'll take it. That's kind of a weird way to put it. Migrants will find me more attractive. Did they not find me attractive before? Was I kind of like, was I racist? Like, I don't know why migrants specifically would find me attractive. I don't know. It's weird. Special items. I don't know if you actually can like unequip the special items or anything. I don't know why you would want to, because it doesn't seem that there is a like a limit on how many you can have. So it's weird. Aha! That's amazing. That's an amazing find. An old dented oil lamp. It'll let me salvage faster. That's fantastic because salvaging takes a long time and we need it very desperately every time. Okay. So, with this newly found stuff, let's go ahead and get a repair shack. So you can see that's the space that it covers. If we can put it in like right here. I don't think it needs to cover the whole building, just part of it. Let's see if we can get it in like right here. I want it to cover the punishment center too, but I'm not sure that we'll be able to get it in there like that. Maybe, or if we can get it in here, that'd be nice too. Kind of just looking for green to figure out if I can put it there or not. We'll do like a full rotation with the greens. Oh, there we go. You can put it right there. And what will that cover? Okay, I think that covers everything. So that'll be good. And then let's go to, so we got that. We got our punishment center. Our livestock ranch is here now, and everyone's going to work there. We have a lot of unemployed people, but we just don't have the resources to build a bunch of stuff. Let's get another dew collector for another bigger production. Let's get a water well. Not enough resources. Oh, we need masonry now again. Yikes. Okay. So we'll go over there. Masonry is still the #1 salvage there. So it actually lists them in order. Masonry, metal, lumber, miscellaneous. So you can see we got some new people coming into our town. It's very nice. He is arriving from the wilderness. He's got unemployed and homeless. His name is Kale Rongard, and he is Hindu, which is kind of interesting. How is our belief system looking? Yeah, we're the majority here, so that's good. Hindu, pagan, atheist, atomic cultist. These atomic cultists kind of seem like they'd be causing us some issues. Those and the pagans. Like, you know, the pagan rituals, and it's like, let's figure that out. What's going on there? Info center. How much does an info center cost? Oh, that's not too bad. Let's yeah, let's get one of these in there. Let's put that near the town hall. Info center. Come get your pamphlets about Protestantism and, You know, how much we accept homosexuality and other stuff similar to that, I guess. I don't know what else we'd have at the info center. Maybe it's like a museum plaque where it's like we started here in 1368 and we promised we weren't racist back then. Okay, maybe a little bit, but tried not to very strongly. Maybe they have like maybe our info center is just as disillusioned as like the books were in middle school where it was like Malcolm X had a point, but like he shouldn't have been so mean about it. Like it's only slightly the truth. It's like yeah, but why does that matter? Something like that. I feel like that's what our info station would be like. Maybe we'd have like a lollipop for anybody who like agreed with us. Like if they came by and were like, "Yeah, you know what? You have a point." It's like, "Here's a lollipop." That's probably how we're converting people. It's like just write your that you're Protestant here, sign here, and we'll give you a lollipop, and you can go home and practice whatever you want. Reminds me of that one scene from Talladega Nights where he's talking about he's like, I want my Jesus to be with me at a Leonard Skinner concert. We're in the front row. He's wearing a tuxedo T-shirt. We're hammered drunk. Like that's probably how people celebrate their different faiths here. Oh man, yeah. See, look, even just the two of us, just one builder and me, we're killing it. But yeah, I want to rule on the murderers pretty soon here. They're building that repair shack. How many people do we have unemployed? Is that something we can check and see? Manage your town's beliefs, issues, storehouse inventory, workers. So we have 50 unemployed people. That's a lot. That's a lot of unemployed people. Alright, so our punishment center is almost done. I think the punishment center is different from the prison, coincidentally. You'd think that they would kind of be in the same place, but yeah, prison is different. We'll go ahead and we'll hire people there. I'm going to... Oh, I almost clicked on homosexuality. That would have been really weird. Okay, execution for people who murder. Done. You kill somebody, you get killed. There's a lot of killing going on. Okay. Just, yeah. Oh, and they even have the thing out front. That's kind of gruesome. I didn't realize we were doing, yeah, I should have probably known that lethal injection wasn't a thing. In, you know, post-apocalyptic society. Kind of makes sense. We're desperately low on food and water. It's just, oh man, it's always a problem. Always an issue. Yeah, and that one is dumped too. We're gonna need a scavenger's hut, I think, because we're gonna have to go farther and farther for what we need. Yeah, my guy needs a backpack is what he really needs. More than anything, he needs a backpack. They can build that info station themselves. I'm gonna go have them salvage the rest of that. Gosh, just not being able to bring back that much is what's really killing us. That trade shack might be a worthy investment, though. Where's that trade shack at? Trade it. We need 5 lumber. Interesting. Oh, and the trader's independent, so he doesn't need any workers. Honestly, you can take people to work there for you. Like, people need jobs, so... So the gas station has 50% remaining. I would like... Let's focus on lumber, maybe. Fruit and veg. Nice. Yeah, go ahead and salvage with a focus on lumber, at least for a little bit. I mean, he's only got 15, so I'd honestly take 15 lumber. That should be fine. There we go. So we've got our information center. We can go ahead and click on our thing, beliefs. I want to educate Hindu people. I just want to educate everybody. Education is slow but safe. Maybe we torture the atomic cultist. Maybe. No, we don't want acts of terrorism. Fine. We'll just slowly educate everybody. We're still in second place, so there's not a broad majority. I think normally when you torture or exile, um, the reason that you would do it is because if you're like in last place and you're like 50 followers behind the next guy, you like desperately need them to figure it out for you. Core issues: grim surrounding. Being so close to a punishment center is sapping this person's morale. Oh yeah, because we got like 3 people walking there. That's fine. Uh, we've got a lot of people. All right. I've just been told that there is food, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I'll pop back on later, but save it as stream. Save. All right. Well, that was a pretty good first session. We got everything done. I'm gonna upload the VOD later on the YouTube, which I will link somewhere in my Twitch eventually. I just realized I haven't yet, so got to figure that out. But anyways, yeah. I hope you guys have a good one. I might be on later, might not, but yeah.